new snippet. Hey man, say man. Morning fam. What up, Kels? Final Fantasy 7 in 4 days. What happened to your blow up doll, Bridget? She's still on the East Coast. Videos in it. Went on tour in it. Then motherfucker, 2 weeks into the tour, Bad Bunny started fucking wearing, the exact same Charizard suit. And then, my boy, I'm not gonna say who, sent me a video of Bad Bunny, and he did a video where, like, his arms were, like, chained to the ground, kind of like in the Good Morning Tokyo video. I'm not gonna say on what's what or nothing like that, but that shit was just weird, and that's all. It was just weird, that's all. Niggas don't think I be peeping shit. They're wrong. But Bad Bunny, he's like a Hispanic artist. But you know how big our artists are. Look at Drake. It doesn't really matter how big you are. It's more about how good of an ear you have to, like, music that's coming up. These big artists be paying the most attention to the upcoming artists. Why you think that, Drake decided to, like, blow up Block Boy JB, right? Block Boy JB made Shoot. And then Drake was like, oh, this Memphis sound kind of fire. And so they made fucking, what's that song together? Look Alive. And then fucking Drake dropped Block Boy JB, started working with Tay Keith, his producer. And then he made fucking Nonstop for the Scorpion album. And they haven't worked together since. And Block Boy JB is nowhere to be found. I'm just saying. these big artists be better A&Rs than the ones that work at labels. You need to be the 10th XXL freshman. I feel like I just started blowing up too soon to be on XXL. I know a lot of people was tagging me in it and they really wanted me in there. But if anything, y'all should go support Josiah. Because he has a chance to be the 10th XXL freshman. And I really want to see that happen for him. He's been up longer than I have. I just started blowing up, you feel me? I just started getting up there. If anybody deserves the positivity, then you should give it to Josiah. I really want to see him on that list. Oh, I'm blocking my mic. Fuck. Okay, if anybody deserves to be on the XXL list, give that energy to Josiah. Not too soon. Well, I mean, they started putting together that list like around like right after Christmas, I think. And the song started blowing up. I started blowing up like right after Christmas. So by the time they was putting that shit together, I don't think I had a full enough like library for people. I mean, like I had my SoundCloud stuff, but like I hadn't really brought a lot of stuff over to Spotify and all that stuff, But I went on Reddit today and I was on like all the big lists like that Reddit expected for the XXL freshman class. But I'm not tripping. I just want y'all to go support my brother then. Nobody knows 50% of them. Hey, man. You never know, bro. A lot of people be paying to get placements with certain people to get on XXL, but I'm not going to talk crazy on anything, man, that I don't know about for a fact. I only talk about things that I know for a fact. So I'm not about to be like, oh, da-da-da-da-da did this. I don't know who this is, that. Because maybe they have their own shit going on, you know what I'm saying? All I know is that I just started blowing up. I'm in a good-ass mood. 70% of the XXL pitches got randoms. Alright, so good morning. What's up, y'all? Go live with 21 Savage right now. Do a song with fuck the person above me. Do a song with NASCAR. Hey, shout out NASCAR. Bitch is up and it's stuck. NASCAR's cool as fuck. Also, shout out Darky, Lil Darky. I was with Josiah the other day and he called us and he was just talking on some like homie shit. He's really fucking cool. XXL lost Snot's pitch video. Let me see. Get on Modern Warfare with me. I will in a bit. I got a lot of stuff to work on today. I just wanted to check in with a lot of you guys first. Let's just see what's popping off. How y'all doing and shit. When the project dropping though, I can't tell you. I don't want to tell you. It's not that I can't. I'm just not going to speak on it. You rock with X? All right. I figure since I get asked about it all the time. I'm gonna get this out of the way for the last time. You ever feel weird talking to other celebs? Sometimes. Depends on if they're weird. But, alright, I'm gonna talk about this one last time. You have chapstick? Yo, you wanna see how much chapstick I have? Yo, I'm black, bro. mad chapstick. But, alright, so I'll talk about it one more time. Because I don't see the issue with it. I figure that I'd rather explain it, like, and have it come from the horse's mouth than as opposed to, niggas trying to paraphrase me over things that, like, they don't really know. Right. A lot of people think I don't like him either, which isn't true at all. Alright. Oh my god, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright. Oh, give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. Ugh. Bright ass screen. And my poor eyeballs. Alright. Y'all can see me and y'all can hear me clear. Cause I don't want to say it again. I don't want to repeat myself. Y'all can see me and y'all can hear me clear. Look at me, I look all crusty and shit. It's Sergey. Alright. X. Fire. Legend. In my top 10 all time. Denzel in my top 10 of all time. Smoke Perp in my top 10 of all time. For a different reason than the other two. Big fan of Cyber. SGP, Dirty Face Smook. A lot of niggas don't know who that is. Y'all sleep. Throwback. Definitely big fan of Ski, Pump, a lot of the South Florida sound. So I figured I'd just get this out the way early on because I was on Reddit this morning and a lot of people were trying to speculate my background musically and shit like that. And so I figured I'd just address it outright. Is there X influence in the music? Of course there is. Is there Denzel influence in the music? Of course there is. But is there Smoke Perp influence in the music? Duh. Is there Dirty Face Smook, influence in the music? Duh. Ski influence in the music? Duh. When it was 2016, 2017, a couple years ago, back when niggas was homeless and they were grind for finance, like to get money was like not necessarily the most legal things, and the primary sound that niggas was listening to, couch hopping in between doing the shit that we was doing. And that's some of my boys upstairs. Like, we used to stay with these girls in this literal trap house. They used to move pills in and out of it on some crazy shit. That's like the type of shit that niggas used to listen to back then. That was like the sound of the time. Prior to that, I used to listen to a lot of Eminem and a lot of Busta Rhymes, a lot of Jay-Z, a lot of shit like that. That's kind of where I got the fast rapping shit from. And then the Florida influences obviously came from Florida. A lot of people, don't seem to, get the fact. A lot of people think that I don't like talking about it, or I don't like X as a person, or I will outright, rebuke the fact that there was influence, which isn't true. It's just more like when there's a fan base akin to his, you know what I mean? The way they go about speaking about it is kind of a very pitchforky, run down the village with a torch type way. So it's either they love it or they hate it and think I'm an industry plant, clone, demon from the clone factory. I don't even know. But I think the majority of my influence started back with Denzel, heavily. I think that's where the grittiness in my voice comes from. If you listen to the new snippet, I damaged my voice while I was on tour. And in Texas, I had to stop at the ER because they said I tore the lining of my throat. I was sick, I was coughing, and I was on tour. I was screaming, and I just fucked it up. And you can notice in the new snippet, there's a lot more grittiness in my throat. Kind of makes it sound like Denzel. A lot of the direct influence for like the really hard, like hype kind of songs is like really Smoke Purpose. I remember back in the day, we used to smoke, drive around, and listen to Six Rings on repeat. And a lot of niggas don't know that song, Six Rings, or like Kilo, him and Pump. Like, that was like the days, like, where niggas was just learning how to really, really rap. Like, niggas already knew how to rap, but niggas was really putting their lives together. You know what I mean? Their sound together. And when you become an artist with the intent of leading a generation, your influence will be shared amongst the artists that follow you. A lot of times I look at like Young Thug and literally the rest of his label, like YSL, right? Key, Got It, you know, Gunna, all them. Or we look at like Lil Uzi and how like, you know, Trippie Redd came up and niggas was trying to say that Trippie was like a clone of Uzi. Don't think I forgot that. That shit was crazy. So I think it's one of those things where like, I don't know. I don't really know how to put it into words. I can just explain it the best I can. Like, this is the best I can explain it. You feel me? My net worth a kilo, my neck worth a kilo. My net worth a kilo, yeah. Like music like that. If you was into that scene back in the day, which a lot of people weren't until it got popularized by X, but if you were into that scene back then you kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm talking like pre even like Imperial by Denzel Curry. Someone commented this morning, Nick X created the sound. Well, he definitely popularized it, but he created it. And then someone was like, I think I have a screenshot of it. Someone was like, Denzel isn't blown up, and he never will be. Which is probably one of the dumbest comments I've seen in my life. Someone was like, people talking about Denzel. Denzel did it first. We were all inspired by Denzel. My ass, Denzel never made it big. He never will. X made it big. Here, the only thing I can really say about that is like, back then, I feel like Denzel was like part of the glue for what made the scene what it was, right? Because from my recollection, right, I can't say it like it's fact because I wasn't there, right? I think I was homeless back then, or I was just graduated back then, one of the two. But when the scene was being glued together, I feel like Denzel and his ULT house was like the glue, at least from the outside perspective, from what I saw. And I used to admire Denzel. X, when he wasn't staying nowhere, was staying at the ULT house with Denzel. That's where, you know, a lot of them pictures around that era kind of surfaced up from, at least from what I see. Again, I wasn't there, so I'm not going to speak on it like I know for a fact. So seeing him being the glue, at least in my eyes, for the underground and the whole scene, right? Like Pump, Perp, Ski, Dirty Face, a lot of the ULT niggas. That was one of the main things that inspired me as an artist, because I wanted to be someone like that for whatever the next generation of artists would be, right? If you look at the Imperial cover, which a lot of you niggas who be like, oh, X created this, X created that. If you look at the Imperial cover by Denzel, like, which is a project y'all should really go listen to. If you want to hear Ronnie J's beats sound like nothing like anything you've ever heard, listen to Imperial. That is one of my favorite projects of all time. On the cover of it, I think Ski is on the cover of the project. I could be wrong, but that's something that not a lot of y'all know, because a lot of the people who be telling me what I can and can't sound like and what my music does and doesn't sound like, you know, don't really know, like, what the scene was like back then when I was younger, looking up to that scene, right? Yeah. Look. Hold up. Give me like 2 seconds. If I can blow this picture up. This, where is he? One of these niggas in here, I think this is him. I'm pretty sure this is Ski. Hold on. I think it's on Reddit. Yeah. So if you listen to like Cyber or like Bones, a lot of the people who really set the tone Denzel, a lot of people who set the tone in the underground, like, I feel like y'all will understand me a whole lot more. Because I think all of those artists, looks like it is. No, I think Ski confirmed it. It is me, yeah. You know what I mean? I was reading through the Reddits talking about me and shit. And I was like, I feel like a lot of the misconceptions and the misunderstandings are because I'm a really closed off person. I don't go live enough. I don't talk to y'all enough about me. So I figured I'd come on here and be real open and talk about myself. So that way y'all know what it really is, right? If you know back then, like Wintertime, let me see, Suicide Boys, Bones, all the, like, the list goes on. Like, I could go on for like an hour and a half about artists that probably like half of y'all like don't really listen to like that. But they're artists that were important to the sound of the music, to the genre of the music, to the time in which that music really got like, you know, like birthed and like fleshed out and shit. You know what I mean? Before it got super mainstream by X. And I'm super grateful that he did that, right? I'm super grateful that he is the one who brought that to the light and brought that style of music to the more public eye. Because before he did that, most people thought that sound exclusively really only sounded like Bones and Suicide Boys and not music that wasn't necessarily for everyone. You feel me? But it's not like that anymore, right? And so niggas like me and niggas like Josiah and, you know, even niggas in like Spider Gang, shout out Darky, like, who receive criticism or whatever, about what their sound is based around, kind of, I can guarantee you, are niggas who are into the scene, the real scene, the original scene, not just the version of the scene that you guys see after, like, Question Mark came out, or after, like, some of that later MO volumes came out, you know? I'm not gonna sit and pretend like I ain't listening to bro's music. That motherfucker was fire. That motherfucker influenced a whole generation of people, right? But I just want there to be light shed on like some of the other artists that also had just as much, if not, you know, like equal, if not a little bit more influence on me, especially Denzel. And for y'all who don't know as much about Denzel, I highly encourage you to listen to a lot of his music. Like a lot of his music. Like I remember when what's a good song? Damn, I can't even. I'm sorry. I'm like getting nostalgic because I have mad memories associated with this time in my life. It's kind of a shitty time in my life, but it was like the most important part of my life, right? Imagine this. My hair was shorter. My dreads were so short they were spiking up, right? It was crazy. My hair was red. I had nowhere to stay. I usually would sleep outside, down by the marina, like fall asleep in my backpack, or like if my boys who are upstairs with me right now, actually, sometimes they let me sleep over their house, like couch hop, you know, against their parents' wills. We'd be loud, be all niggery in that motherfucking house, you know. And sometimes we'd have friends who would like come out to pick us up and like let us stay over their crib for a bit, and they'd be like, "Oh, you heard that new Denzel? You heard that new Smoke Perp? You heard that even the new X, the new Ski, like all that." But also like niggas would be like, "You heard that back when Wintertime was still making music? You heard that new Wintertime?" Like all the niggas in that scene, that was our reality back then. You know what I'm saying? That was our reality back then. So the influence as it shines through now, when I say it's out of South Florida, but I don't outwardly be like, oh, it was X, is because it's not just him. He is definitely a part of it, but it's not just him. And I feel like the other artists don't get enough shine because of how polarizing of an artist X is. I told myself I wasn't going to go live and talk about this kind of shit anymore because it's just as easy as it is for someone to sit here and listen to me and understand the words coming out of my mouth. It's even easier to be like, oh, this nigga Tokyo's ranting again. Or da-da-da this, da-da-da that. You know what I mean? You know, spin it to whatever narrative fits the post or whatever. But I I wish that y'all lived in that time of my life almost like with me, so you could understand better what it was like. That's all. Tokyo's ranting again. What up, Joey? Joey gets the fucking criticism too, man. He gets the fucking bullshit from it too. You know? I'm never gonna forget, bro. When I was a little bit younger, Trippie Redd first came out, and I got put on a Trippie Redd. I don't even remember by who. Probably by one of my homies, and I was like, this motherfucker is fire. I guarantee you, a couple years from now, he's gonna be one of the most polarizing artists in the game. But at that same time, niggas like Academics and all them was posting about Trippie Redd, and they said word for word. Motherfuckers, when Trippie Redd would be on a song, they'd be like, motherfuckers couldn't afford a Uzi verse, so they got Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd is a motherfucking clone. Trippie Redd is motherfucking this, motherfucking that. Remember that? And if you don't remember that, then that means that you got no right to be speaking on any of the other stuff going on in hip-hop. You know, I don't want to tell niggas what they can and can't do, but if you wasn't around in that time to really watch the shit get birthed and fleshed out, like, you shouldn't be speaking on it. Just because your favorite artist did this or that or popularized this or that, that goes for Uzi as well. Doesn't mean that you can discredit what's happening in the process. Because look at Trippie Redd. This motherfucking style has been the same since day one. He has not switched it up to this damn day. But people got off his dick about sounding like Uzi's because he didn't sound like Uzi's. Just because there were artists that sound like that. And now now that Trippie's coming up, like, they just look for the closest artist to compare him to. You know what I mean? For a sound that Uzi didn't even necessarily create. You know what I mean? Because when Uzi came up, niggas was like, he sounds like Young Thug. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I just want it to be taken into consideration. I love all of these artists. All of them, including Uzi and Young Thug, have influenced me. And I hope that one day in the future, people look to me as influence, right? Because I think that's the best form of longevity in music. Not money, not cars, not girls, not houses, but the impact that your music leaves on the next upcoming generation of artists, of musicians, right? Because when I look up at my favorite artists, I'm like, damn, the way that Denzel delivers his lines, the way that he's so creative with flows and punchlines and wordplay, that's something that leaves an impression on me and inspires me to be better when I rap, right? You feel me? So I want to be doing the same shit for niggas when they're coming up. You know what I mean? Niggas been distorting beats since before Ronnie J. You know what I mean? I just hope that y'all get that. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. Because I think that some people think that, like, I don't give a fuck about the scene. It's the South Florida sound, so y'all can't tell me shit. When in reality, I want y'all to have a full, like, definitive understanding of it. Because I was talking with my boy earlier about the homie Broly, who was a very sensitive topic a couple months ago. If you know who Broly 500 is, then you know what I'm talking about. And how he doesn't make music anymore. And I think it's because when artists come up and they're influenced by the prior generation of artists and they start making music, it's different now than it was, let's say, 15 years ago in music or 20 years ago in music. In my Genius interview, I talked about a song by Jay-Z where he's rapping super fast. He's featured on a song by Original Flavor. It's called Can I Get Up, and he raps super fast. But back then, and y'all look back at it now and you're like, oh, this is fucking crazy, this is so fire. But back then, he was getting criticized for copying L. I don't know if y'all know who Big L is. That's way back though. But the difference is, the internet now isn't what shit was back then. So you hop on the internet now and you wear your influences on your sleeves, and niggas will be like, you came out the motherfucking clone factory, sucking dick at your favorite artist, and fuck your mother and your fucking siblings, and I hope you die. Like, and so niggas like Broly don't do that music shit anymore. You feel me? Cause who the fuck wants to deal with that? You know? Niggas don't want to deal with that. And so back a couple months ago when I would go live and be like, damn, like, this music should be blowing me. Like, it'd be making me not want to make music because of the way that the climate of the internet is and how people are about their favorite artists and how vocal, because it's not about being right, it's more about being vocal on the internet. And how vocal people are, it's like, it makes you not want to do something that you're good at. You know? Broly's really good at singing. Who's to say that if he was consistent and didn't face the backlash he faced, who's to say that now, like, he'd be as big as me, if not bigger? That motherfucker can sing, bro. That motherfucker can sing. But because of what happened when you came to the internet, niggas was trying to violate, do all this, that, and the third. You're a clone this, you're a clone that. And this is right after X's passing. So niggas was like, oh, maybe this is X. Niggas was renaming his songs and re-uploading them as unreleased X snippets and shit like that on some fucked up shit. And that wasn't Broly doing that. That was Homeboy's fans. That was X's fans doing fucked up shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, y'all have to pay real close attention to the climate of music as a whole. Because I know niggas like Darky who face, like Lil Darky who face shit like that. You know? Upcoming niggas like Ace Comet, right? He's really branching out and paving a way on his own shit. He used to receive a lot of criticisms in the beginning. Whatever. Now he's doing his own shit. Shit is fire. But I'm afraid for him that when he gets to a level where more eyes on him, he might not want to continue doing what he's doing just because niggas is just talking crazy to him. You know what I mean? And that's normal in hip-hop. Like I said, back when Jay-Z was rapping fast, niggas was trying to tell him he was stealing from Big L. You feel me? But niggas don't, I don't know. Shit is different now, I guess. But I just wanted to have like an insightful conversation with y'all. You feel me? That's on me. And besides, all you niggas know I'm actually an Ice JJ Fish clone. Y'all motherfuckers know I'm a motherfucking Alicia Keys clone. Stop playing with me. So, I would like to say, since I never got to say it on my story or on my feed really publicly, because you know how motherfucking certain fan bases be, I would like to say, rest in peace, X. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Rest in peace, Lil Peep. Rest in peace, any artist that has had a massive influence on the way that hip-hop is sounded, on the way that music has been approached in subgenres of rap. And thank you to all of them for making music the way it is and changing the climate of how it should sound. On God. And thank you for the ones who are still around as well, for paving the way and for being the glue of the underground to help create the sound that is almost synonymous with underground music, with SoundCloud music now. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke, as well. And the last thing I'm gonna address is that I got a BMW i8 because I live in fucking California and the car's a hybrid, so I get a tax rebate on it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. It's a great car. It's one of my favorite cars. I used to have like, back when niggas, okay, hold on. I gotta tell a story real quick. Back when niggas ain't have shit, niggas ain't have money to buy video games and shit, niggas used to play racing games on their phone, the free ones, Asphalt. And back when Asphalt was a thing, I think it was Asphalt 6, niggas, this was back when the BMW i8 was still a concept car. Alright? Hear me out. This is back when the BMW i8 was still a concept car. It wasn't a real car yet. They put it in the game. The car wasn't even out yet. They put it in the game. It was one of my favorite cars in the history of time. In the history of time. I've never seen a car design as polarizing as that. From that day, it was one of my favorite cars of all time. And that's on God. And that's on God. And that's why I picked that car. Niggas, if you remember, you remember. If you know about that shit, you a real nigga. Because niggas in video games were putting that car in video games before the car even came out. Because back then, it wasn't even called the i8. It was called like I don't even remember. It was like the Mission E or something. I might be mixing up with a different electric car, but it was some whole other shit. And I remember the drop top version. It wasn't called the Roadster. It was called the Spider. Like, Man, I hate when niggas try to tell me about shit that they don't know about, because I was like a huge fan of the shit. Like, I love cars. I love that shit. And y'all would have said the same thing if I got a fucking Camaro too, motherfucker. Y'all motherfuckers act like I didn't listen to music or why I wasn't on Instagram, on social media when niggas like X and Trippy and 6ix9ine was blowing up. Motherfucker had motherfucker had like 2 Camaros, motherfucker had a motherfucking Benz truck. If I got any of the motherfucking cars, y'all motherfuckers would have been like, you're a fucking clown. So I sucked my dick. I was gonna get a Tesla. I wanted to get a Tesla, but my boy told me that charging the car at home does a fucking toll on your electric bill. So I got a hybrid. What am I gonna do? There's no other good hybrids in the world. Like, it's like BMW i8 and then like the Prius. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I got my car wrapped like that. What was I gonna do? Get a fucking matte black? Then y'all really would have had a fucking field day with my ass. It feels good to be able to like just talk about it openly, because I feel like I don't get to talk to y'all enough the way that I want to. And so now that I'm here, like, fuck it, I'll air it all out. Niggas ain't gonna tell me what supercar to buy. And no, it's not leased. No, it is not rented. I own it. I bought it. It is my car. We might get a Tesla next. We were really thinking about it. I wanted to get a Tesla first, but I live in fucking California, dog. Everybody has a Tesla. Back where I'm from, if I had a Tesla, niggas would look at me like I'm driving a Lambo. You live in fucking California, you have a Tesla, niggas look at you like you got a fucking Camry. You know what I mean? So that's why I did what I did. And I'm happy with the decision I made. I love my car. Niggas is not gonna tell me what fucking supercar to buy. You from Florida? Yo, alright. Genius. This isn't the first time this has happened. Said I was from Florida. I'm not from Florida. I have a lot of friends in Florida. Shout out Brick. Shout out Eddie. Shout out SD Sensei. Miss you guys. Miss being in Broward. I have some friends in Florida, for sure. I be in Florida, but I'm not from there. I definitely don't live there. A Tesla Roadster. I wanted to get the Tesla Roadster, but yo, Jake, shout out Jake, by the way. He was one of the first niggas to write an article on me about me on an elevator and shit. He also thought I was from Florida. The reason niggas think I'm from Florida is because, one, the music I make is really literally the Florida sound, but also that's the niggas I look up to. But on top of that, like, I don't tell anyone where I'm from. He said rant incoming. Fuck. Y'all know me too well. But this ain't an angry rant. This is just me talking to y'all. I'm from Australia, mate. I miss you too, brother. Hey, man. Listen, that's like, I don't know. Then they don't even be asking niggas. They just be saying it. They be like, this nigga Tokyo from FL, like off top, and that's what it is. I'm not even from there. Consistently 666 people watching this live. Fuck it. I'm from the UK. Like 21 Savage and KSI. Literally. The Kid Leroy. Oh, the Kid Leroy is mad fucking cool. We was in, I don't know if you guys fuck with 24K Golden, the homie, super fucking cool. We were in his live, and he was like, let's be friends. And I was like, let's be friends. The Kid Leroy is super fucking cool. Cole Bennett, super fucking cool. All the Lyrical Lemonade boys, super fucking cool. I miss y'all. It's shitty that the fucking coronavirus is going on. I'd probably be in Chicago right now linking with y'all. Six Dogs? Hell yeah, nigga. What the fuck? I'm telling you, bro. Music back then, like, niggas was on that shit. We were music fiends. We would wake up and be like, yo, this is a new release from an artist that not that many people know about, and this is fire, and I want y'all to listen to it, and let's not show it to too many people. And that's what we would do. Deadass. You from the Antarctic. Same place as wintertime. You still chilling with Munch? Of course I fuck with Munch, bro. That's my family, bro. Family fight sometime, but that's my brother, bro. Come to Argentina. Ooh. Final Fantasy coming in like 100 hours, bro. I'm about to pre-order today. Ooh. Y'all motherfuckers gonna have to wait on that album, dog. But on top of everything else, the people that are here, I just want to thank you for being here and for supporting me the way you do. For real. I told my whole class about you. I think I broke the underground rule. Kill Switch, what up, dog? Can we expect the OnlyFans soon? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be butt-ass naked on there doing them fucking Macarena. Excited for the future, homie. Thank you. Y'all like the snippet? We need more songs from the album. No promises. Got a lot more recording to do. I like making things perfect. Y'all should know that already. I don't know why y'all motherfuckers want another project so fast already. Bro, I just dropped in November. Like, it wasn't that long ago. Go to Domino's. I'm about to order Domino's for breakfast. Oh my God, you shouldn't have told me that. I'm so hungry now. Make OnlyFans and send me your butt cheeks. Alright. Well, I feel like I talked about what I wanted to talk about. So, thank you guys for listening and just for being here. And also the reason my voice was sounding raspy on my story the other day was I think I sustained an injury on my throat from tour and from being sick. So sometimes my voice just sounds crazy. But I stopped smoking cigarettes, so it's not cigarettes. Stop saying it's fucking cigarettes. I stopped smoking cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Alright. Don't be like other artists respond to your DMs. I deadass do be responding to a lot of DMs. Y'all gotta understand, I get a lot. I get a lot of fucking DMs. Like hundreds and hundreds a day. If not more. My cock hurt your throat, not the tour. What? You can't smoke a cig then? Yeah, where is it? I don't smoke cigs no more. Y'all wanna see the car? Y'all wanna see the car? Puff bar. I don't use sticks no more. No puff bars. I don't do that. No puff bars, no jewels. Mini house tour. I only has 310 horsepower. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. The I has 310 horsepower in just the gas engine alone. That has nothing to do with the battery. It's a 3-cylinder, a turbocharged 3-cylinder. Guys, when you get money, don't let nobody tell you how to spend it. Because you can't let somebody who drives a Toyota Corolla tell you what supercar to buy. Come on. My room is a mess, but let's go look at the car. Let me grab my keys. I can spot a nigga who don't know shit about cars from a mile away. But also, I got myself a Totoro keychain because I lost the backpack. But my friend said they got me another one of the Totoro bags. All right. I feel like a mini house tour. The house is kind of messy right now. I'm sorry. Look at this. Oh. What up, Pop?
How'd you get up here this fast?
Not that many. My throat from tour and from.
Yo. No.
I can see it in their face talking out their ass about horsepower. For real. Hold up. I don't think I ever gave y'all a proper house tour. Alright. I'm sorry for the fucking mess. Let me just grab a drink real quick. Alright. Let me explain these. I have ADHD, like super bad ADHD, right? And so when I was younger, I used to be on Concerta and Adderall and like Ritalin and shit like that, because they help with ADHD. They help you keep focused, but they turn you into like a little zombie. You don't have no appetite or nothing, especially Adderall. So I used to drink these all the time to substitute for meals because I couldn't eat. And now I drink these shits like water. That shit made my stomach hurt. I think I drank it too fast. Where's Cliff? Cliff is, he's probably slumped, to be honest with you. But, alright. Fucking door, fucking time. Alright. I just remembered I have no service in my garage. It just hit me. I have no service in my garage. But what it is that I got that elite ass Wi-Fi, but I don't have any fucking range extenders in my house yet because Best Buy is closed. Take a vid and put it on your story. Yo, I've already seen the car. It's alright. Did you hear that shit? What the fuck?
No.
What car is it? Crackheads. But, yeah. It's the i8. I love that fucking car. I've always wanted one, like my whole life. So, suck my dick and balls. And the paint job on that bitch is crazy. Crazy as fuck. Yo, shout out Juice Goat. Yo, my favorite Juice snippet is Naruto. I don't know if y'all know that, but that shit is fire. Y'all should look it up. Look up Juice WRLD Naruto. Please spank me, Toke. What? What? I miss you. Yeah, it's not even, it's a full ass song. It's a leak. That's what it is. But, yeah. I mean, shit. Should I get off live? I feel like y'all have heard more than enough. Y'all know I love you. Y'all know I appreciate you. But, yeah. I feel like I said what I needed to say. That's all. Goodbye, guys. Also, 444 to the day I fucking die. And that's on me.